Before I start today's class, I would like to clarify slightly one library, some issues with one library that I'm going to use. As you will see today, I'm going to be using a library called prob, which is not supported in newer versions of R. Why am I using it? I'm using it because it's a great package that provides a lot of functions to explore probabilistic experiments, like, for example, tossing a coin, rolling a die, in just one command line. And these are examples that are extremely useful to explain a lot of concepts with respect to probability and distributions. And so that's the reason why I'm using it, okay? Unfortunately, there's no other package out there that will do similar things, and the amount of coding needed to replicate some of these functions would be insane. So, I'm still using this package for examples in this class. However, because it's not supported by newer R versions, this means that you have two options. On the one hand, you could just follow along the examples that I'm going to be explaining today without replicating them on your machines, and that's absolutely fine. I'm just using this library to give different examples and explain different concepts with respect to probability. I'm not expecting you to run those specific functions, but rather to understand the concepts that are behind those functions, okay? Because those are foundational for sort of the next classes that we'll be covering in this course. So it's absolutely fine to just watch the output of those functions, of those command lines in the video, as long as you understand what's going on and all the probabilities that we are computing in those examples, okay? This is not part of any of the milestones, but it's, again, very important knowledge that you will need to understand to continue with future classes. Nevertheless, if you still really want to run, some of the functions that I will be running today on your own machines, you have multiple options. You could, on the one hand, you could install an R version for which this specific library works, which is the version 3.5.2 that you can retrieve from CRAN archives. On the other hand, if you don't want to go back and forth between R versions, you could also use this web page that you have here. This web page offers a command line for R commands that you can use, in fact, for most of the examples in this course, if you'd like to, and that you can use specifically for the library prob. There is also another library called Tidy Dice that has some of the examples that I will be talking about today, but not all of them. But again, you have either you follow along the examples, making sure that you understand the probabilistic concepts without running them on your machine, or you can use the command line or install a different R version on your laptop so that you can actually input those commands in your machines.